Good morning, Van Gogh class. It's Thursday and we've been out of school for a few days. I hope some of you are getting into a routine and working, listening to your parents, and enjoying some of this downtime that you have. I'm home as well. I've been meeting with teachers online and Miss Olga, and we're making a plan for you guys moving forward. But there's nothing that replaces being in the classroom with you, and I miss you so much. I would love to hear from all of you and see how you're doing. I've scheduled a Zoom meeting tomorrow for our class at 2 o'clock. If you can join, I would love to see your faces. If you can't, have your parents let me know and we'll schedule a time to connect as well, because I would love to see all of you and hear about what you've been doing this week. I have one of my favorite books called The Secret Life of Squirrels that I was going to read to you this morning. This is Mr. Peanuts. He's the main character. He's pretty cute. Most squirrels spend their days gathering nuts and climbing trees, but not Mr. Peanuts. He is a rather unusual squirrel. Mr. Peanuts enjoys activities such as cooking on his tiny grill. His hot dogs are delicious. Look at those. Teeny tiny. Mr. Peanuts plays the piano beautifully. His favorite piece is Moonlight Sonata. Most squirrels would find that piece quite difficult to play. But then again, most squirrels don't even play the piano. Mr. Peanuts likes to read. His favorite books are A Tale of Two Cities and Goodnight Nut. He especially likes to read aloud. You may have heard him chattering in your backyard. Look at Mr. Peanuts on his little piano. Mr. Peanuts has a busy and mostly happy life, but once in a while, he feels lonely. Being a clever squirrel, Mr. Peanuts has an idea. He sits down and writes a letter using his very best penmanship. That's handwriting, and you guys do that as well. Dear Cousin Squirrel, please come for a visit. I promise you will have an excellent time. Sincerely, Mr. Peanuts. He's drinking his tea. He's writing a letter. He mails the letter the very next day, and then he waits, and he waits, and he waits some more. Little tiny mailbox, too. He checks his mailbox every day, hoping for a reply. One day, he finds a letter waiting for him, and it reads, Dear Mr. Peanuts, my favorite cuz, thanks for the letter. It's been too long. Can't wait to see what you're up to these days. I'll be there soon. Cheers, Cousin Squirrel. Mr. Peanuts smiles as he reads the tiny letter over and over, and then he gets right to work. He wants to make sure everything is perfect for his cousin's visit. He's so cute. Mr. Peanuts dusts and cleans. He even vacuums under the rug. He does laundry, chattering to himself as he works. He is the tidiest squirrel around, and certainly the only one with a washer and dryer. I need somebody to do that in my house. Mr. Peanuts makes up his cousin's bed just so, with the sheets tucked in tight. He wants him to have a great night's sleep. He bakes his most delicious hazelnut chocolate cake. He tastes the batter just to be sure it is sweet enough. I like to taste the batter too. It's one of my favorite parts. Mr. Peanuts takes a bath with his rubber ducky. A squirrel can never be too clean. He even brushes his whiskers. Just look at that handsome squirrel in the mirror. Look at him. Here he is taking a bath. Silly guy. Finally, Cousin Squirrel arrives. He is just in time for breakfast. Mr. Peanuts and Cousin Squirrel both love pancakes. Later, the two squirrels go for a wagon ride. Mr. Peanuts soon learns that two squirrels travel faster than one. Look at that tiny little wagon. So cute. Mr. Peanuts teaches Cousin Squirrel how to play chess. Cousin Squirrel learns quickly. It is more fun to play chess with a friend, thinks Mr. Peanuts, even if you don't always win. It's a beautiful day, so they pack a picnic. Cousin Squirrel makes his peanut butter sandwiches with an extra layer of crunchy peanuts. Mr. Peanuts has never thought to try that. It tastes scrumptious. Their little picnic, so cute. That night, they build a campfire and scare each other with ghost stories, including the old haunted tree and the one-eyed owl. You can't tell yourself a ghost story, thinks Mr. Peanuts. You need a friend. The next day, they go out for ice cream. Mr. Peanuts has his usual scoop of peanut brittle. Cousin Squirrel tries the flavor of the month, buttery salted pecan. Look at their little tent, little squirrel ice cream. Mr. Peanuts and Cousin Squirrel are two rather unusual squirrels who have a wonderful time together. Having a friend makes everything twice as fun. All right, so I hope you enjoyed my book, The Secret Life of Squirrels. I agree that having friends makes everything so much more fun. So that's why I want to stay connected to you guys, because you're so important to me and I know important to each other. So I'll be recording some videos of me reading to you. We'll be meeting online and we're going to make this work. We're going to be the strongest class we can be after all of this. I believe in you guys. I miss you. I know that you are working hard and I cannot wait to see you all soon. Bye, my friends.